Wait, is the girl here? So here we go. So that the girl lives here. Taxi then. Because this appears the best anime ever. Hopefully it's much better. So, let's start watching it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Very mellow opening. Yeah, okay, this is like a rap song, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, like a monkey gets a punch. But it's a monkey, right? So they like boxing. It's like Pokemon. Primate. We are thinking Pokemon immediately. Okay. Yeah. Oh, interesting. It's the guy's head, yeah. And of course he's driving. Okay, I like it, yeah. And his hand can't reach it. Yeah, it's two short, stubby arms, I guess. Poor guy. Some bird poop on his taxi. I like the opening. I mean, I usually like more pop, J-pop openings, right? But it reminds me of kind of like Akagi or so on, kind of a more mellow carb opening. But here we go. Okay, here we go. Oddo Takushī appeared to the best anime in history. No, but it's more men people say it's the best anime this year, right? So, okay, I guess they just killed someone. It's like throwing down a body there with fishes, definitely. I mean, I know the general. I have avoided being spoiled, honestly. Please don't spoil in the comments. I've been avoiding getting spoiled, but I know that it's a kind of crime drama, of course. I know it's like a crime drama, yeah, like classic good mystery. I know kind of the general premise, right? But I've been avoiding getting spoiled. Please don't spoilers, but that's one of my worries, so that people are gonna spoil now in the comments or so. Definitely, when you're after with an, that is the issue, right? If you do reaction to an anime that's finished, people are gonna spoil, unfortunately, right? Honestly, I remember when I was Promised Neverland, and someone, of course, immediately was like, "Oh, he's the traitor." Yeah, it's like immediately, "Yeah, that person's traitor." It's like, thank you, but you don't. Obviously, you hope you're wrong, but yeah. Okay, suddenly it's like, "Well, this is new song now." He gonna sound on my face, but okay, yeah, like. Suddenly, it's very J-pop and furries, and a lot of furries. Come on, this is the reason I love this. It's just furries. Come on. You tricked me, right? It's just a furry anime. It's just Beastars yet again. I love Beastars though. Beastars is just a good anime. Beastars, of course, is one of my favorite animes, but yeah. Oh yeah, cute, sad but still kinda adorable sheep girl. She's the nurse from the opening, I think. I think so. She's the fox. She's the. Oh, here we go. Like an idol girl, like some kind of dog idol girl, of course. Oh yeah, these are the girls from the opening. I get it now. These are the three girls, the cat, and yeah, of course. Oh, a gun. Okay, here we go. Building up, so kind of assessing it. This guy's also the opening. But yeah, I mean, obviously this girl's in the opening, right? She's the very proper. This is obviously Japanese taxi driver. So they need to have a lot of licensing and so on. So it's in Japan, being a taxi driver is quite serious. Yeah. Like where I'm from, being a taxi driver is seen as the worst job ever, right? But I think in Japan it's quite like a serious occupation. In Sweden it's like a shameful job basically. It's like, yeah, it's a lot of illegal taxis in Sweden, so many, everywhere, and they all ask you to give your it's so annoying. Uber at least made it better, but yeah, it's horrible in my hometown. Yeah, okay, so this guy I like. He's like, I don't want to offend anyone. Goddamn SUVs and PC people. I need to figure out the correct answer. It's like. Do I like, girls with the peepees? It's like, well, I wouldn't. Yeah, I have to work around that. I have to work around the answer there. Yeah, I get him. Of course, the answer is yes, but, he has to, work around that. Oh, burn! Pointless shit there. I love it. I love a taxi driver that burns his customers. Oh, you pointless life. Yeah. Yeah, sounds kind of Kimoi. Sounds kind of Kimoi, honestly. Quite Kimoi, definitely. This is definitely the dialogue-heavy anime, certainly. Yeah, I love this main character also, really. It's like, he's like, this sounds like a horrible occupation you have, really bad. Yeah, this main character is like, this sounds like a pointless life you have, yeah, like, what? Yeah, he's like, no. Selfie, yeah, it's like, kids these days. I feel I can really relate to this main character. Yeah, he's like stupid children. Yeah, and the zero and everything. Yeah, 0 likes, 0 view. Yeah, of course, 0 shares. But I love that's good. He's like, Stupid children these days. And he, of course, is the monkey that was boxing in the opening, right? Makes sense. And the dogs are police because they're like police dogs. Yeah, makes sense. You see a lot of police dogs in a lot of animes, and also in Western stuff. Yeah, it's very common, right? So. But it makes sense, right? Like, dogs are very protective. Dogs are very, as an animal, it's very, you know, you can shepherd dogs, and they're very protective. Oh yeah, never listen to this taxi driver. He's a... Okay, because I got a rep here. Yeah, this guy is... He's like, I need to get viral. This guy is like, yeah, he's like goddamn every kid these days. Ooh, nice station there. He's very A about it, yeah. Don't say that word on YouTube. When you get into some kind of crime then. And it gets to the... Pretty cheap, honestly, yeah, pretty cheap. Fantasy in the end, yeah. I'm just used to, you know, the prices in Norway and so on. Oh my god. Take a taxi in Oslo and it's like half your salary in one ride, man. It's just... Holy shit, man. Have you ever been at Gardermoen? There's Oslo's airport. It's like the most expensive place in the world to get the taxi driver there. It's like, seriously, it's like $1,000. Like, it's insane. It's like a pizza there is like $300. It's insane. Yeah, so keep talking about this missing high school girl, right? That's obviously gonna be a part of the storyline. Like, it's like very planted into the dialogue here. Keep talking about this girl, right? This guy is useless. I think this guy lives with his phone too. It's called like Twitter, I guess. Yeah, it's like Twitter to Twitter. But, or Sutter, or whatever, yeah, but it's like... Actually, why is that? Oh, because the monkey behind him. I see the media. It's the monkey with the gun. Yeah, of course. The monkey, the gun. Yeah. Of course. He looks really mean too. So yeah, it is a monkey. Obviously, that's why it's going viral. Because he accidentally got a picture of the murderer guy or whatever. I wanna guess the media here, everyone. That the monkey didn't do it. Because it would be like too obvious if the monkey was the, you know, the kidnapper or whatever, right? You keep seeing this monkey guy. Or baboon or whatever it is. But, you know, I'm just calling him monkey. The Sauru. You keep seeing the Sauru all the time, and I was like, it's probably not him because he's like all the time there. Like, that would be. Is the girl here? So let's. Here we go. So that the girl lives there. Yeah. Maybe the monkey. It's either the monkey or the girl. If it's the girl, right? Or you're hungry. She's hiding, I guess, from her would-be attackers. Okay, so the sheep girl is probably the clear, right? It sounds a lot like the girl lives there. It sounds a lot like the girl lives there, but I have to say, also maybe the monkey. The cop is like, you know, it's monkey, right? So yeah, the monkey might be like his best friend or something, so he might, you know, hide the monkey guy at his place, right? And it's of course, yeah, the sheep girl, as I call it. Yeah, kawaii. I can't wait for the hentai, yeah. Oh, man. I see fish is pretty kawaii. But I don't know, sheep girls are they're fluffy, yeah, they're fluffy. That furriness is kawaii, yeah. It's all good in that. Yeah, it's an old man, it's like cassette tapes. Yeah, VUS tapes, man. This guy says like this. I wouldn't say entirely true though. I mean, maybe I'm old enough, but I definitely had used cassette tapes and so on still, even if it wasn't that popular, but still though. But this poor young maiden here, she's all like, I hate these people. They're so old, they're boring, they're weirdos. Yeah, she's just like, these people are weird. I think the ending is gonna be revealing who's hiding in this closet, right? Who's in the closet? It's like something, but yeah, like. Good point. What's your partner? Man, that's like, do you have a warrant? You know, maybe the main cat is a kidnapper. That would be a good twist. He's the bad guy. I would love that if he followed the bad guy. Probably not, I guess not, but that would be an amazing twist, man. If he's the bad guy, I would be amazed by that. Yeah, that would be amazing. See a warrant for this? Man, this cop is clearly corrupted, man. He could just pick up my freaking web. Yeah, like, come on, where's my... Where's... Wait, don't go to the police? Wait, what? Okay, this cop sounds incredibly corrupted. Like, he's super working with the bad guys. He's like, don't go to the cops about me taking your data. It's like, wait, aren't you the cops? Yeah, it's a very kawaii idol girl. It's like Tinder, I guess. very furry Tinder, yeah. Certainly. And this guy is good. He's like, yeah, he's just like, I'm just pressing yes on everything. I'm just pressing yes on everything. But yeah, he's obviously like, I'm just gonna press on everything. Right? Yeah, he's like, press. Would you marry me? No, what? He's looking for marriage though. He's looking for marriage. Yeah, I like it. He's like, would you marry me? Least the benefits, yeah. Why would someone marry you for? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, point out why I will marry you for. Oh, someone stealing drugs? When we saw the nurse being picked up by him in the car, right? So I feel the nurse is probably, you know, the fluffy nurse. Yeah, fluffy nurse is probably taking some stuff, right? 6,000 pills though. Okay, that's a lot of fluffy stuff to take, but yeah. I think it's a nurse, right? Yeah, this she is. Look at the face! It's pure evil! That woman's face is so evil. Look at that. She's looks too kawaii. Look at her. Clearly, she's like a completely, you know, scheming psychopath. They have that fluffy face just to pretend, you know, yeah. She's an alpaca, of course, to say about it. She's not a sheep or whatever, yeah, but she's fluffy. Come on. That's it, she's fluffy. Exactly. Drop that mower stuff. Come on. Trying to appeal to my ageism, I guess. The monkey? Yeah, I mean, who else would it be, right? Who else would it be on the... And the cop is clearly corrupted! I said that! Review here, right? I mean, let the episode buffer up and send no lag or whatever. So yeah, I love the main character easily, you know. And people say, you're gonna love this anime. You're gonna love it. Like, well, I love the main character, but he's like, you won't be famous. I mean, I usually love it. Yeah, he's like a douchebag to his customers, right? But of course, he's not a douchebag, he's a realist, as I would say. You know, he's just telling them like it is, right? He's like, you won't be famous to that thing. So, that of course, I enjoy. Clearly someone is hiding in his closet. You know, who's the yaoi character in the closet? Yeah, very likely, of course, it's a girl. It could be another character, but it seems to be, you know, like, who else would it be, right? Very, very likely it is the girl. I can't, like, as I said earlier, when they show the closet, I was like, it's either gonna be the girl, right? The high school girl is missing, or it's gonna be the monkey, right? That he would be maybe hiding because he knows, like, he might be friends, right? But given that the monkey in the course of the end of the episode was buying the evidence from the obviously corrupted policeman, I very much doubt them that it's the monkey in the closet, because then he is not friends with the taxi driver. I mean, otherwise, if he was friends with the taxi driver would of course just give him the ship, right? So yeah, it's very likely the girl. Maybe not necessarily, but I mean, it's like, who else would it be, right? 2, 1, and go. I like the song. I did like them singing more, honestly. I did like them singing more. Yeah. I was like, this is good, man. The girls were singing. Yeah, I like that though. Whatever the idol stuff, but that's more kind of my Japanese music. But yeah, I like the opening, and of course, I said it's obviously the idol girl doing the, you know, she's the cat and so on in the opening, right? Yeah. And then, well, okay, given the opening. Okay, the opening kind of shows it, because the opening, it's like a cat tail in the closet. So it's gonna be the cat girl, right? Yeah, like, I didn't pick it up, of course, the first time, but now I was like, okay, if the cat girl's in his closet, and there we see it in the opening, and there's like a Mara thing over here for some and so on. And it's, of course, it's the cat girl in the opening, yeah. Or in a sauna, or a bastu, as I call it. God damn, teach me stealing my words. Yeah, bastu, as we call it in Sweden. Give a word for it. You know, we invented it. Come on, Finnish people, part of Sweden, man. Honestly, though, I'm pretty sure that the Swedes actually invented the bus too, because Sweden used to, you know, control Finland for 700 years. So yeah, it's probably more likely invented by. Yeah, so she's probably stealing like 6,000 pills, which sounds like a lot. Honestly, I was like, oh, she stole some pills. Clearly, she's an evil, fluffy girl. But she was like 6,000 pills, or were they 600? But no, a huge amount of pills. So that's like very probably illegal. I mean, who else would steal theft rights? She's probably the criminal. Who else would steal it? Very quiet woman this time. Even though they kind of know each other before. Yeah, it's suspicious. I mean, she even knows him right from, you know, from the clinic. Here we go. Is it awkward? Finally! I was like, what's happening? She said, finally, are you awkward? It's not awkward. I mean, cute, yeah. Yeah, finally. It was like weird that she was just sitting there with him. It was like we didn't know each other, right? Well, yeah, so kind of PTSD right going on. Yeah, just count me, you know. Come on, come on, just basically sheep. Come on. Oh, Cindy Laughberg. Girls want to have fun. So they apparently have the same names in this one, even if they're furries. So is it like a furry Cindy Lauper then? I mean, obviously she did the song. She's most famous for the song, you know, "Girls Wanna Have Fun," right? That's like her 80 hits, right? Cindy Lauper. She did some other songs too, of course, but that's mainly her big hit, right? "Girls Wanna Have Fun." I'm an old man, so I know this stuff, but yeah. Yeah, she went from being quiet to being like, what's the of life? Tell me everything you know! Yeah, she went into like completely like interrogation now. Went from nowhere, from zero to here, right? Yeah, like, I love this kind of like a trick question. Well, sing me a song there from this place. Oh, I know one. It's like, Huh. Or they got like very Yakuza. Got the... Yeah, the furry Yakuza. Well, the monkey guy, he clearly wants to smash. He's very thirsty. Yeah. The monkey guy is like, you wanna smash her? Like, come on, he's constant talking about sex, right? So yeah, he's really thirsty. He's trying to smash everyone. This is you know, horny monkey, yeah. How much do you like it? From a scale of 10? How about the size of this thing? Yeah. Yeah, so the monkey is very, very obsessed with getting married. That's very clear. And he's probably never got laid because he's like, yeah, a woman is like an atom leaf. You're gonna strike her when it's hot. Yeah, he's clearly probably never touched a woman. This guy is... I feel sorry for the Miss Monkey here, for the Sauru. Exactly. Why did I ask you for advice? You know nothing. You're the worst friend I have with this thing. Exactly. It's like, why do I ask you for? You're clearly the worst person to ask for advice when it comes to females, right? He has a cowlick. He's pretty cute though. Oh yeah, this guy loves. I mean, he's very obsessed with getting laid. Yeah, or a wife, I guess. 18-year-old. He's like, too young for me. I need a waifu. That's more like a best girl. Okay, maybe not. Probably a fish. Probably fake, you know. Probably is baiting him. Yeah. Physical catfish. She's too young for him. I mean, she's 18. Come on. And an 18-year-old one doesn't want him. Unless he wants like a daddy, right? But probably not. There's probably a catfish or something. Yeah. Or she's the cute little idol girl you see. And she's obviously viral. But she's a very cute idol girl though, so it's, yeah, look at that. She's very adorable, very kawaii. He looks very happy. Yeah, so of course she's very popular. Oh yeah, this is the cat girls. You know, I wanna go there, but they have masks on them? Would a high school girl maybe be one of those two because she's like a black cat? Isn't it kind of similar to the cat in the white mask? That would be kind of a weird twist if it's her, but I mean, it's a cat with a mask on her. I'm just saying that it could be her, but I don't think I don't think it's going there. I'm just throwing it out, but you know, it's like cat with a mask, right? So I've seen, and I really love the anime, you know, Budokan. My idol going to Budokan. I would die if my idol goes to Budokan. Yeah. You know, like I know everything about idol shows now. there's an anime about being an idol fangirl. Yes, I know everything. Eddie Pio-chan, I know, have taught me everything about idol shows. Obviously, same actor as Jahy-sama is doing Hibiki. So yeah, Hibiki was a pretty amazing anime. Not them because it's the name of the cat girl. Well, she's clearly the big girl, yeah. So yeah, it's like idol girl stuff, right? You know, so she's the biggest seller, right? She's the number one. You know, she's yeah. Honestly, I know so much about idol shows thanks to that anime. This anime. I mean, I knew stuff before too, but now I know a lot about that stuff because like the cell numbers and how it works and the order of the singers and everything. Yeah, so that's like educational anime for idol stuff to learn about Japanese idol. You know how it works. So these girls then, they're obviously her back singers, right? They're like the 2 and 3. She's number 1, right? So they're kind of like they have to work more, and this is how it works. They have to kind of sell more fried chicken. Well, like she's a cat, so because they like chicken, makes sense. Yaba? Yeah, you're a cat. Yaba, yeah. Gotta learn to talk, woman. I love it. Oh, I love it. She's a bitch, of course. She's like, it was enough. I need more fans. Oh, I love it. She's completely dead inside after the guy lived. Love it. She's like, oh, I need to be more famous. I just set more records. This guy has been my fan since day one. I need more like him. Yeah, I need more money. I love it. She's actually she's like a horrible, greedy woman. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that thing. She has this pretentious, you know, oh, I'm so nice, I'm kawaii, and then when, you know, people leave, she's like, I hate them all, where's my money? Oh, she's probably my favorite character now. Nice, love it. No, I love this kind of woman. They're like, you know, the facade is falling, the potential is gone. You know, she's completely, you know, complete douchebag behind the scenes. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's awesome. You know, I kind of like his design. He's probably, I think, the coolest looking furry. I'm gonna throw that off the main character. She has the cool, like, you know, the mohawk. He looks the coolest. Come on, he has the, yeah, look at this guy. He has the coolest furry design, I think, from the. If I had to be a male furry, I want his hairstyle, yeah. Kind of the black and the white, yeah, the ebony. That is cool, man. I want that. I want his hairstyle, yeah, and the you know the color from black to white and so on, yeah. Come on, look at him. Yeah, I like it a lot. Honestly, generally. Come on. He's the coolest furry. He definitely is the original fan. He's the OG fan. He's been in love with her for a year, yeah. He's the OG guy. Exactly. He's like, I'm the biggest fan. You know, I followed them. I was one of those, the OG fans. Yeah, I've been there for their. I bought every CD she ever did. I love her, yeah. I mean, she's very kawaii though. I guess we didn't have masks back in the days? Look at that. Yeah. Well, we didn't see the cat girl face though. I keep going on my cat girl theory. We didn't see the cat. We didn't see the. I mean, the black cat. We didn't see the black cat's face. That's better PO. I spent all my money to win the Nikkaido lottery. I like the driver. It's like that's a horrible strategy. You're an idiot. The driver is like, your life sucks. Stop doing that. Yeah, he's like. He's a very honest man, you know, I respect that, you know, he's a very he's a realist, you know. A realist hero indeed. And he clearly has some PTSD, obviously. Like the red scenes, he has massive PTSD, man. Of course you can't afford to pay! I'll let it us again! I'm poor, yeah, I buy too much lottery tickets for my idol girl. Of course he has trouble with, of course he has, because he spent all the money, yeah, it makes sense. I buy that, yeah. This guy, oh, I love him, he keeps trying to get viral. He really is a millennial, kind of the young Gen Z guy. He's like, I'm gonna do my own music performance. So this guy's a comedy, I guess a kind of. He felt like a kansai comedy joke when he kind of, come on, faster, yeah. So I feel like a West Japan, you know, kansai comedy stand-up guy, I guess. Rokugo jokes, I guess. And this guy is man, I suppose, or is agent. No, I guess, no, okay, they're a duo, I guess. It's a weird comment, but no, he's a duo, right? They really are like a Kansai duo, yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly, they really are like a Kansai duo. Luck. you need to be the right place at the right time. Yeah, thanks for that comment. Yeah, you need more luck, man. He's probably right though. If you wanna be like a comedy stand-up guy, right? It's a lot of luck, and they are doing this like Kansai joke kind of routine, I guess. That's why I call it at least, you know, the typical Osaka comedy. Yeah, like the Kansai, which is the Western panel. Kind of like, usually have a straight man, you know, the idiot, right? He keeps like slapping him, so he's clearly the straight man, he's the dumb guy, right? That kind of comedy. Which is Osaka so very famous for. With a girl. See? No, I like this. This is kind of, I love this kind of Kansai dialect. Like, oh man, this is a great jokes, man. Come on, these are great dynamics. But yeah, I mean the board is clearly straight man. He's clearly the guy that kind of like insults him for being a crazy guy. Yeah, I mean they're Marsha what's happening? Get some gig, I guess. Been getting famous. Only him then? Only the horse? Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He got burned! He betrayed his friend there, or betrayed, but you know, he didn't get a duo gig. Yeah, awkward man, that was super awkward here. Yeah, very, very awkward. Ooh. Looks foxy. Nice, the monkey with the gun, man! Of course. Seems like you saw me in the... You saw him in yeah, Monkey appears. He got a gun, baby, so that's gonna be troublesome. Guns probably also kills furries, I'm guessing. But okay, so just quickly, episode 2 here. We do a longer review later. The alpaca, you know, very fluffy lady, seems to have an interest, right, in him. But she also sounds to be very likely to be the thief of the pills. Maybe she just wants some kind of help with that. Skip that stuff. Maybe she just likes him, I don't know. She kind of flirted with him in the car so one night after the first kind of silent ride. And, you know, he's like, well, I mean, she's kind of fine, you know, she's very fluffy, so maybe, right? The comedy duo, I like that. I like that kind of comedy. I mean, I'm into that Kansai, you know, comedy joke, so that was funny. And then he only got a gig without his friend, his partner, right? So it's a very awkward ending. So I guess it's gonna be I definitely love, you know, Rune Nikkaido. Yeah, the idol girl is like, I hate my people. Where's my fans? I love that kind of girl. Yeah, she's all like, oh yeah, kawaii. Yeah. All pretend, all fake, all pretend kid, right? And then immediately when he leaves, she's like, I hate them all. I need more fans. Yeah, so I love that. You know, fake girl. Yeah, that's just hilarious. She's pure evil afterwards, I suppose. And the two girls like forced to, you know, work extra, right, because they have their lower rank there. So basically how it works, right, they cannot sell, you know, their own stuff, right, the numbers and so on, and because their sales are lower on their posts or whatever, right, they kind of like her, you know, her slaves basically. So yeah, but whatever. But that was interesting, and he gave him those numbers. He's probably gonna win, right, you know, the hot furry guy. He's probably gonna win, right, and somehow, I guess, get the girl, maybe? I don't know. He kind of seems to be actually, you know, in love with her, right? Obviously, he's like her first fan, or something, right? And buys all the stuff. It's very, very RP over him. And then the monkey appears. So let's watch episode 3. The character we haven't seen yet is the... I don't know, Echidna, whatever it is. Like the black... Yeah, we haven't seen that character yet, with the black hair thing. And of course the Tinder guy with the little heartstone. But I think we've seen every other opening character. I haven't seen that guy that's like playing the Mario game, I guess. He's like, come on, they can't be real. Jahy-sama is 18. What old is he? And it's like, okay. Okay, he wants to know that too. He's clearly Yakuza, right? Well, you mean Oddo? Yeah, okay, this guy, yeah, Oddo. Well, I mean, this guy looks like he's clearly a criminal, right? Given the tattoos, I mean, like... Yeah, that rumor seems to be going around a lot. Is he a cop, maybe? The case? He's either criminal or undercover, maybe, right? Is he like a... Well, he clearly is either criminal or a cop, right? He's either... Oh, so he's the cop. Wait. Yeah, so she's a daughter of the mafia guy? Man, yeah, this really gave up a lot of... That's probably what she's targeting. Okay, it sounds like she's the daughter of the Yakuza... The oil bin, right? The Don, right? Kind of special. Yeah, what? Yeah, Don Chan's daughters. Who is Don Chan? Don Chan is probably the leader, right, of some mafia. He's like... I mean, the Don, right? So Don Chan sounds like a, you know, Yakuza... I mean, it's more Italian mafia, but still. Don Chan is probably like the Yakuza boss, right? The oil bin, like the leader, right, of the song. Yeah. Most likely so, right? Yeah. To the cop, of course. They're very, obviously very corrupt... I mean, he's the corrupted policeman. Yeah, like, you told me to shut up. Yeah, we don't need it again. Yeah, I was already like what told by the cops to don't talk to anyone. But man, this guy is like, tell me your truth. Yeah, he's like interrogating back here. He's like, well, what do you want to know? Yeah, like. But interesting as an SOS. Yeah, I expect him, but I guess it makes sense he wouldn't do it then if it's like some other, you know, Yakuza, some kind of, yeah. It doesn't sound like he's involved, but the thing would be too obvious if he was, as I mentioned in episode 1, it would be too obvious if the monkey did it, the baboon guy here, it would be too obvious, right, if he did it. Because it would be like, yeah. Wait, what? Who knows that? What? He's the... Oh, that's the Echidna in the opening, right? Come on, there we go, yeah. The black Echidna thing. I want to help you. I'm doing it to protect you from Yano. Come on, it's, you know, it's a free service here. Okay, so he's like, I hate Yano. Of course I hate Yano. Man, this, he's cold though, the main character. Man, he's like, oh, you have a gun in my face? I don't care. Let's talk about it. Yeah, the main character is freaking dead inside, but he's just, I'm just taking it, man. He's like, oh, let's discuss it, man. This guy is dead inside. He's like completely like, oh, I want to hurt this guy. But the kid, he has some PTSD though. He's like, he's some kind of, yeah, he's like, screw you, I'll help you. Yeah, I mean, the main character is probably some kind of, I don't know, war veteran or something. He's like, you're a pathetic guy. Exactly, you're a small-time gangster, you won't shoot me. Yeah, the main character is crazy, man, but it's... I expected the main character is gonna be... have some backstory, he's like some kind of war veteran or something. Yeah, he's like, a gun? I was afraid of that gun, yeah. He seems to be completely cool, right? So he's very, very cool and collected. It's probably gonna be something like... No, you won't hurt me, you're a loser. Yeah, you're not a real killer, you just pretend to be a murderer. Well, it's gonna be the corrupted cops though that he probably knows him. That's a problem though. Yeah, like that is a problem though. They only have like 2 cops in the city. Yeah, he's like he knows that he's corrupted. So But I mean, Oddo Kawa knows it, right? He took his ship from him, so he must know that this cop is corrupted. So yeah, it's bad luck for him. There's only like 2 cops in the city. Japan only has 2 policemen. It's problematic. It was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing. I heard a gun. There was no gun there. Yeah, man, this guy is like very corrupted. Okay, a gun, whatever. I didn't see anything. And he's like, damn it, I need new cops in the city. Man, the poor main character, poor Urakawa, he's like, can they hire someone else in the city? God damn it, Japan only has 2 cops. Yeah, it's like, in reality, it probably would be unlikely that it would be the same policeman. It probably has a lot of policemen in Japan. That being said, though, they're kind of localized in Japan, right? So the policemen are kind of like controlling their own territory, have their own, you know, they go around the house, and they have their own local area. So you could argue that it's in that area. I don't care about him. Yeah, he's very cold, man. He is a cold main character. It's like, oh, my friends? I don't care about them. He probably did that anyway. He's dead inside. Man, he knows everything, though. Here we go, though. That's your weakness. Yeah, you like the girl? Yeah. Finds his weakness. Why, Shirikawa-san? Yeah, the fluffy girl, exactly. The fluffy one. They're always the weakness. The man, yeah, you're a cute girl, man. Of course, she's waiting for the date. Yeah, she was like, I meet you there. Right? Clearly, I think she likes him, you know? Likes the main boy, yeah. So, unfortunately for him, yeah, he has the weakness there of, he has like a love interest. Yeah, that's always the weakness. See, this is why you're better off never having love in your life, because you have the weakness, right? So I always keep saying, never find someone to be in love with, because then no one can ever threaten you, right? You have no weakness then, yeah. Then I feel insults a lot of people obsessed with, you know, apps and so on. Yeah, this anime has a lot of like burns. Be like, I have this guy trying to kill you, so that's gonna be a problem if you're gonna date. Man, that was some deep lines about cameras. Yeah, the movie, what? This woman is dropping some philosophy ideas here. I was like, oh, yeah, you're threatened. Don't be my girlfriend, or she's gonna kill you. Yeah, Phoebe's having the main character now. He's finally getting some love here, right? Maybe. Or friendship, but probably a love interest. He's like, you can't be my... But she's like, I can fight dance, though. Okay. She's like, I got my fighting dance, I got my capoeira, so I don't need that. I can just kick his ass. Oh, I guess? Okay. It's a real martial art. I don't insult my capoeira. It's real. But they got guns, though, so... Yeah, pretty good comment. I'm calling you a fake nurse, I'm calling you a fake martial artist. Yeah, there's a big difference between calling her... Oh, show me more of your dance martial art! Stop it, woman! It's hot though, so yeah, she has the sex appeal, at least. Yeah, now, because he clearly likes her, but he's afraid that he's gonna get killed, right? So it's more like... he won't, like, you know, turn her down because he doesn't want to get shot, right? So it makes sense, he's afraid of, you know, making her like him, right? Yeah. Yeah. Is it free then? Is it like a friend thing? When they drive it for free? I wonder. See, yeah, I want one of the meter. Yeah, I want one of the meter. See, that definitely his love interest now. Yeah, I want to. Should get a ride for free? That's like, you know, that's like marriage for him. I said like I feel 10 times by now, but this guy is like trying to smash, right? That's his life goal is just getting it, right? Yeah. It is right though. Like, why is she liking him? She's clearly younger and hotter. He's definitely older and not rich, whatever, right? He doesn't really have any... Yeah, well, I like that. Shut up, my love. You have no idea, man. No one ever liked you. He's like, this is clearly fake, man. She's like half your age. Only 18. Yeah, it's like half your age. I feel we're gonna get married. It's like, nah, this guy is so... He's being baited, man. Man, Kakihana is his name. Yeah, Kakihana, not the smartest guy. It's not, yeah, it's a good point. It's not the man for us in the marriage place. An 18-year-old girl is not gonna marry you. Like, why would she? Like, half your age. Well, it's true, he lied probably about his money, right? He lied about being rich, right? That's true. In episode 1, he did change his salary, like put a zero on it, right? So she probably thinks he's rich, right? She probably thinks that he's like a millionaire, right? Yeah, like she... Here we go. It's gonna be... Oh, I see. You told her that you have 1,000,000 yen. Yeah, you improved the specs there. You're 41, but you told her you're rich, right? That's not gonna lead to a good thing in this episode. He's probably gonna get kidnapped someday. Yeah, this sounds weird. They kidnapped him instead of her. Wouldn't they get the fluffy girl instead to threaten Urikawa? Okay, so he's running out here to meet the girl. I feel it's more like the Yakuza or something. She is standing actually. But maybe she's, maybe she's a criminal, maybe she's like... And this seems super suspicious. This is gonna kill him. This feels like he's gonna murder him! This feels incredibly suspicious. Or she's just a gold digger, I guess. But at best, she's a gold digger. At worst, she's a, I don't know, like some kind of... either working for them to kidnap him or something, or she's like maybe she's a perv, maybe she likes older men, maybe she's like, I like the divs but that are rich, but it seems like, yeah, she's too perfect. This is too perfect. Got an umbrella and everything. She's kawaii. This seems like a death trap. Here we go. Yeah, this feels like the most obvious, but it's a guy from the Idol Girls? But that seems like the biggest, like, oh yeah, he's not 18, he's 41, right? He's just less than half his age. Obviously a very interesting anime. Definitely a unique anime. Some kind of thriller story, right? Much more different than most other animes. So let's start then, right? So, they like it? Yeah, it's interesting. I love the main character. Also main character, he's just a realist. I relate, I see myself in him. No, but honestly, he feels... Honestly, genuinely, I feel he's similar to myself, honestly. If I have to be honest, I mean, I'm honest to you, right? But yeah, I feel he's very similar to me, honestly. Cause I'm kind of the same, I'm like, you won't ever be famous, stop doing that shitty viral shit, right? So yeah, he is a realist, he kind of burns his customers. I like that, I like a main character that's like... main character, but I mean, I guess it's in reality, right? I like a people that is like, sure, you want to have your customer right and so on, but I always dislike the whole idea of like, the customer is always right? I always hated that idea. I worked with customer, of course, growing up and so on, right? Never really liked that idea of that the customer is always correct. So the main character being like, screw you win. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's much more realistic. People can like that, yeah, if you're also. That's one thing. But let's talk about the big premise then. So the premise is that there's a girl in his closet, right? Yeah. So the premise is that someone has like kidnapped or she's run away from home, right? This like cat girl, and she's, you don't know exactly, but she's a daughter of Don-chan. Obviously, I watched episode 1 to 3 here, and yeah, she's the daughter of Don-chan. Don, of course, typically like a mafia thing, and the other guy, Yakuza, like she's after them. So sounds a lot like she's a daughter of a big Yakuza member, right? That sounds like that's the thing. And she's in his closet, right? I mean, who else would it be? When I watched episode 1, my immediate reaction was there was her, of course, but I said it might also be maybe the baboon, right? Might be hiding him or something for whatever reason, right? But of course, that he's like, where is she, right? So yeah, it can't be him, right? So it's, who else would it be? It has to be her. I am surprised, honestly, that they didn't go. I thought they were gonna do more of her every episode. I felt they were gonna have her, because it started with showing her living in his house, right, hiding in his closet, and I thought it was gonna be more of that in episode 2 and 3, definitely, yeah. So I'm surprised they didn't have more of her. I'm not saying it's gonna be like 10 minutes of her, you know what I mean, but like a minute, maybe half a minute, like giving a little bit of her dialogue every now and then. Yeah, in the opening, of course, you do see the cat tail, right, in the closet. So after you watched episode 1, you told episode 2, right? Of course, I was watching it immediately afterwards still. But you see the opening again, then after having seen episode 1, you're like, oh yeah, definitely it's her, right? I mean, it could be someone else, but why would the opening have the cat tail and so on? So yeah, it really tells you that, no, it's her. She's the one in the closet. Love interest, baby! Love interest, right? So he picks up the cute nurse girl. She's obviously kawaii, she's adorable. With a fluffy alpaca, right? I kept in the beginning, I thought it was a sheep, honestly, yeah, I was like, oh, sheep. But yeah, it's something with those furries, yeah, works in Zootopia so on too, yeah, super adorable. And I loved her part, of course, in episode 3. Where she is like, I'm a capoeira master! I can just dance fight them! Woo! I'm gonna end on his ass, right? And he's like, that won't ever work. That's not a real thing. She's like, oh, you don't respect my capoeira! And he's like, no, they have guns, so no. Not to go on a tangent on that, but I've been saying it quickly, right? Because I've been doing martial arts course my whole life. Yeah, capoeira is a pretty bad martial art, in my opinion. Now someone's gonna be like, no, actually, it's the best fight ever, because they think... No, the issue with capoeira is that it makes you very, very vulnerable. It looks all flashy and so on. The problem with flashy martial art, because they kinda... It's that if you just ram them, right, literally, you just go into them, they just fall down, right? So, the issue with capoeira is that it only works if someone is very... Like, the opponent can't be sturdy, honestly. So, like, basically, my body shape is immune to capoeira. I'm dropping it here. No, but in a sense, honestly, because I'm a very, very big guy, right, for my height, right? My BMI is like 39, so I'm a very, very sizable, person, per meter, right? So I can just ram someone. So I have fought people's capoeira several times, and it's completely pointless, because I just go into them. I just grab them and break their leg, Yeah, it's making sense, yeah. It's just like, just grab them. So, capoeira... When you see them fight it, right, they're both usually very, very thin, right? They're like this, foxy, sexy, this sexy inertia there. They're both practitioners, right, are very, very slim and agile and so on, right? And then it kind of works. But if you're like a very slim and agile capoeira user, you're fighting like me, like a big, fat Swedish guy, yeah, it's completely horrible, because you can just block them, you can break the leg, like you can grab them, right? It is it's really ineffective against... for example, then Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is also from Brazilian. That's like an anti-capoeira. I was dropping it because I've been training, of course, BJJ for many years, and BJJ is like, it's out to countering capoeira. You just grab the leg and break it, right? Yeah, it's super good against it. So you take them down, and it's a really weird martial sense, because it's very, very ineffective against grapplers and people that are kind of like, going into you in close range, right? It only works. You have to kind of... You have to kind of win by kicking them immediately, knocking them down with one kick, right? You have to kind of kick them on distance and win that kick. You can't really like let them get close to you, because all that fancy dance stuff is pointless if someone is close combat. You have to kind of win immediately, and if you're gonna win immediately, it's better using like Taekwondo or some other kicking martial art, and it's more effective to just kick them on this long range abilities, I would say. But anyway, so I think the anime has some really good dialogue. Because, obviously he's dropping like... No, but the dialogue is very well written, because he's like, oh, capoeira is crap. He's like, capoeira won't ever work, so don't try that against the Yakuza. And he's right, of course, I would say easily. I know someone's going to be angry now and comment and say, I'm completely wrong, but seriously, fight me then. Come and fight. I have never seen capoeira work, except in the movies. It doesn't work in reality. It doesn't work. It's one of those. And I say, honestly, I shouldn't go on a tangent here, but I'll say one thing again here. There are many martial arts, for that matter, they are completely shit in reality, right? There's so many martial arts and dojos that are very, very ineffective in actual reality. And you see the slap fighting? There's so many techniques that have no purpose in reality, right? And this goes for even other martial art, where you have that the general martial art is effective to some degree, but then they have some techniques that are completely pointless in an actual street fight, and that's very, very common. So, and also it's a huge difference between fighting on the street and fighting in dojo, right? As all tell people that, and I've been teaching, self-defense and so on for many years, right? And it's like the biggest thing for real fighting is to have a very different mindset, like basically kill or be killed, right? But whatever, that's another video. But I do like the dialogue of this anime, because he's like, you can never beat them. Yeah, you're a cute nurse girl. They're gonna shoot you. And she's like, don't insult my martial arts, right? And I like the dialogue, because he kind of spin it right. I'm not insulting your occupation. I'm not insulting you being a nurse. I'm insulting you for believing in a fake martial art, right? She's like, it's not like, yeah, like, you're not insulting me for being a driver and so on. Yeah, so I like that he's kind of, he made a very intelligent comment about, I'm not saying that you're a failure of life or that you're unintelligent and so on, but this particular thing is pretty stupid, yeah. So he was like I think he kind of really moved it around there. So that kind of showed you generally that the main character is very well written, and he has a lot of interesting, basically, dialogue and banter, right, with people that he basically kind of owns them. Same with the hippo. He's like, oh, you're gonna go viral? Oh, dream on, man, dream on. You're gonna go viral, loser, right? So he has a lot of, I think, interesting commentary, and he kind of really maneuvers around their behavior. Because let's face it, though, she and many of the characters are quite, unique people, right? Yeah, he has a bunch of weirdos around him, and he's kind of the straight man, he's kind of the realist and the con pusher, and everyone's around him have some kind of weird stuff, right? But anyway, one thing, I say that because I commented here, right, that she is, I feel strange though. He did say that, Unukawa said in episode 3 there, that he's like, I don't see why she likes me though, like she's 28, I'm 41, so it's not enormously different there, but it's still a lot of the 30, yeah, that is a lot of years between, right? And he's a taxi driver, right? It doesn't make too much money in Japan and so on. As I mentioned in earlier, when I started reaction, for example, in my home country, right, where I'm coming from, a taxi driver in Sweden is like, that's like a very, I would say it's shameful, but it's like an embarrassing job where you're like, oh yeah, you can't do anything else. That is like it's a very low paid job, yeah, even if you work at nights and so on. It is, it's like lower, I would say lower class, but it definitely feels like something that no one wants to do, right? In Japan, it is a lot more of a respectable occupation, a lot more, honestly, compared to Sweden, a lot more. But still, though, obviously his salary or whatever is very low, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's like very intelligent and kind of funny guy. So maybe she just likes him, right? But it's a little suspicious, as he said. Like, I don't like. Why would she like me when I'm so much older, and so on? And let's then, of course, go to the other girl when I'm on this Kakihana. So the Kakihana, I guess, is his best friend. It's Unukawa's best friend, I guess, right? It wasn't really explained honestly how they know each other, but I guess it's his best friend because they're the same age. They went to high school together, so it's like he's a childhood best friend. Yeah, like his best friend since he was like a kid, right? I guess his bro, yeah, I suppose, right? And Kakihana then is, I don't really, so far I don't really see what his plot is, but of course it ended with some kind of Yakuza looking guys behind him, so he's probably gonna get involved into this, Yakuza somehow, right? But otherwise, so far his plot has been that he's like a super thirsty monkey. They wants to really get laid. Yeah, he's like, oh, I need a waifu. So I don't know, right? It's over him lying, of course, about his salary. Like he put another 0, which feels very Tinder. Everyone's lying about their height and their salary and having kids or whatever. Yeah, it's very, very Tinder. And I was thinking about this morning actually that I guess the Tinder and so on is way bigger now because everyone's working from home, right? Or everyone, but a lot of people are, and so on. So you probably see it more than today. Today's society. But anyway, his plot so far hasn't really meant anything. He's trying to always get laid. And, he's very, very obsessed. And he's very easy to trick, of course. But, so I guess that the sexy cat girl is, like, working for the Yakuza. He meets her in the outskirts, right, of the city of Tokyo. And then 2 muscular guys comes behind them. So she's, I don't know. It feels very obvious, right? Like the main character too. Like you're clearly being tricked, right? Like she's real, but come on, she's probably evil because I don't know. Obviously, Kakihana is an idiot. Like he is one of those. How I say it? Very, very thirsty fools, right? I get it, man. Yeah, you want to get laid and so on, but not to be that guy, right? But you're 41. It's easier. It's kind of like, I'll give you a short story here. When I was on I won't say it like co-worker trip, but when I was a teenager, I was on, I was 18, 19, something like that. Just barely legal, right? I was on this like company, just party basically. We chartered a boat and we went around and we just drank and so on and we go to parties on different islands. So it's a pretty cool time. Actually, it was pretty badass. But anyway, one of my co-workers then, like a 40-year-old man or so, 30 something. I was 18, right? He was like, boy, I'm gonna teach you how to get laid. And he was like, boy, this is how you get sex, okay? So I was like, okay, teach me. And he actually was a pretty, like, I'll say it, very muscular, full tattoos, kind of bad boy, yeah. He was like, he was like, I smash ladies every day, right? And I was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna show you. So he actually was gonna show me during the trip how he got, smashing, even though he's like 40 plus, right? Like this guy. His technique was very, very simple. And to this day, it's one of the best techniques I've seen ever on. So if you're a guy, and if you're a girl, it's even better. But if you're a guy, here's his secret, right? He's like a 45-year-old man. He was getting laid all the time on this kind of trips. So how they do it? Brute force. I don't mean brute force as in Oring, no. His strategy, and he showed me it, and it worked. He asked every woman he met. Every female that he met on this party stuff, we went around, all these islands, right? He literally asked every woman, both, bartenders, right, and, waitresses and ladies partying. He literally walked around and asked every woman if they wanted to have sex with him. I wasn't even joking. He was like, bam, 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 bam. He just went around, and asked like 200 females, maybe 300 females that night, like bam, 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 bam. And eventually, right, when we were like on the 7th island, right, 6th island, whatever, right, and he met this like blonde, chick, Swedish chick, right, and he was like, do you wanna F? And she's like, yeah, I wanna fuck, okay. And they went and, did it, somewhere else on the side of the island, yeah. Like he just like went around and just asked. And I'm not even joking. This was his strategy. He was like, look at me, boys, I'm gonna show you guys. And he was like, and eventually some woman was like horny enough, so she said, yes, right. And he was like, I talked to him, of course, at work next week. He was like, yeah, I do it every time, man. I get laid like all the time because I always just ask every female I see. Sure, someone will slap me, someone call me a perv, right? But I just ask every woman that I meet if they wanna smash. And eventually someone says yes, almost every time. So he was like, do. And of course, sometimes it goes faster, right? Like he can meet that woman, in less than an hour, right? Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky and you get faster, right? So that kind of like brute force strategy is a great way if you're like a 40-year-old guy kind of in that age, right? Which basically is like, I guess my main point is that when you get to 40, kind of like the main character, is like you don't really have like a marketplace of dating, right? Because you're all rich, right? And you can date and hot girls, or you're like a taxi driver, and it's basically you kind of smash to what you get, right? So my coworker here, and he's like 45 or so, right? His plan was like, I'm just taking anyone. I don't care if the woman is a 0 or a 10, right? I'm just gonna ask every woman I meet, and eventually someone is probably gonna say yes, right? And then I smash. I don't care, right? Yeah, and then I go for the next woman. Yeah, he had like 0 preference, if she's like, whatever, yeah, like blonde, white, he doesn't care, redhead, he's like, I smash anyone that knows, right, yeah. So that's kind of the absolute low barring. But, the main character telling him, like, she's clearly tricking you. She's an 18-year-old, very cute girl, and you're like, oh yeah, she wants me, yeah, like, no one believes that, man. He's clearly expiration date. I mean, a woman's value on the, the marriage market is the highest, right? From a sex appeal, which is very young, yeah, 18 to 25 or so. Then it definitely increases. Then it goes up again if she's rich, right? Yeah, then it goes up again if she's richer. But from a physical appearance, they're opposite the highest here. And he's like a kind of poor smuck, right? Yeah, even if she believes in that lie. So yeah, I like the main character. Like she's clearly, he's a scam. He's a goddamn scam, man. And in this episode, we're gonna see how this plays out. Obviously, 2 muscular guys are coming behind them, being like, "Oh yeah, taking his money, right?" So that's kind of what I mean, right? Honestly, like my story there, it's a true story, of course. I mean, I saw it there happening, and I saw the guy doing it again later on. So yeah, like if you're in that age, tips for everyone out there, right? You kind of have to settle. No, but I mean, you have to kind of like, at least if you're, I think it's like you don't have to settle, right? And you shouldn't try to just, marry whoever you meet, right? But if you're like like this guy, Kakihana here, and you're so desperate, and you're just trying to, take any Tinder bait, and he's just trying to like basically have, intercourse with any woman on Tinder, right? He doesn't care, right? Yeah. So it's really foolhardy to try to get the 18-year-old, right? Go for that 40-year-old, go for the 20-year-old, go for the older one, go to the 50-year-old. Yeah, try anyone, man. Tinder is mostly a place, I feel, if you're either incredibly attractive and you have a lot of money, or both, right? You can take anyone, you get 10 out of 10. Or for everyone else, basically, you just, take whatever you get, right? Yeah, because it's like a really weird distribution of connections, right? On data sites. It's like a few guys get everything, right? So you have to get, basically, be a little more humble, yeah. So I don't know. I don't really like that character much in that sense then, because he's a very, very stupid, right? He's like the opposite of the main character. It's kind of funny they're best friends, I guess, because he's a reverse. He's like the most, juvenile 40-year-old out there. Yeah, he's a super juvenile, he's very immature, he's horny for everything, he has zero intelligence, so he's like the main character opposite. And he's obviously probably gonna get, you know, beaten up or robbed or something in this episode. One thing though that I want to address very much here, this is my guess for the next reaction part, is that what I find interesting is that, yeah, certainly this panda, and I guess he's a dog, they're gonna rob him, right, take his money, whatever, obviously, something like that, I mean, something that, in that correction, right? What is interesting is that this dog guy, he is clearly the manager agent of the idol group. So that is interesting. So that kind of brings back to how the idol group is going to be involved in Yakuza. Because these guys are probably Yakuza. The panda guy looks like a Yakuza, you know, hitman, right? So he's probably a hitman from Yakuza. And then the dog is also involved in the Yakuza. So I think that's interesting. So let's go to the idol group. I just love how this has his sign. I love this black, you know, skin with the white mohawk. He's the coolest furry. Come on, he's the coolest furry. But anyway, so you have this girl at Nikkaido, and it's her manager that is coming to rob Hakiya. So yeah, very interesting kind of plot involvement here, because I'm guessing that the idol group is somehow also involved with the criminal gangs then, right? So that's interesting. I don't know what it means really, but I guess so. So yeah, definitely an anime with a lot of threads. Very interesting. But she's probably my favorite character. Yeah, Nikkaido. This cool name to have all the anime. So yeah, Nikkaido. She's probably of course with Dora Hedoro, but she's probably the some kind of corrupt idol girl. But I just love it. She's so adorable, and she's all kawaii. Here, she's like, oh, I love you, you're my favorite fan, let me give you a hug, I give you a special kiss, and here's this, love you, you know, yeah, dookie. And then of course when he leaves, she's like, I hate everyone, he's just a loser. And immediately, when it's only her, that dog guy, of course again, they always say on the end of episode 3, she's like, I hate everyone, they're losers, those two girls are crap, we need more money, we need more fans. So she's a horrible person immediately when no one is there. Right? I just love the kind of character, that complete, 180, facade, right? I think it's interesting. I just think that a character like Nikkaido, I think that's more of an interesting, human character, right? That has one face to the public, and then they're completely opposite when no one else sees them, right? And that is actually how most people are in reality, right? You have your facade, right? And then of course you're fake. Of course I'm that, I only have my brutality always, right? I'm only in douchebag. I'm always in the true Nikkaido mode. I'm always in that black Nikkaido mode. But that's a good point too. She's, of course, in this image here, she's wearing this red, kind of pink, red, white, red, pink, right? And then we see in the back, she's wearing black, right? She's wearing black, yeah. She's like, oh, I hate life. And she's all depressed, yes. So she's even changing into like a dark, dank clothing and like, I hate everyone. So, no, I think she's the best character so far. From the side characters, the main character, of course, has a lot of screen time. No, but I like it. I like that. To me, it feels like a very real anime, as the characters are so, much more realistic, right? Yeah, basically, yeah, realistic. She has, her, again, a facade, right? And then when the people leave, her true color, or lack of colors, I guess, appears. So, and I think it's much more interesting, right? I think anime has too many characters, or are too many one-dimensional. You could argue she's still kind of one-dimensional, because she went from maximum kawaii to maximum hate, so it's kind of like a flip, but at least it's two-dimensional, I guess. But no, I like it. Even though obviously it's cliche that the idol girl actually hates being idol girl. It's kind of similar to, for example, yesterday we watched, of course, I love this anime, Onishan, right? Yeah, the depressing Onishan guy. He's also very, oh, children, I love them. And then it's like, I hate kids. When they turn off the camera, like, I hate everyone. Yeah, he's kind of mental, right? When they actually on the camera too, but similar to him, I suppose. No, but yeah, he's probably my favorite character from the. From the supportive cast, from the less screen time. So, because I have no idea so far in episode 3 what this comedy Kansai guys are doing. Yeah, like they are two funny guys. I like them a lot. I don't really know what they're going with. I don't really know what's the point of these characters. So the anime definitely does that. Similar, of course, with the Hanikana and his date, right? With the obvious, again, right? Obviously the baiting girl, right? They're clearly a fake. Some kind of fishing, whatever, scam woman. This anime seems to set up all the supporting characters in different, their own journeys. Like these guys are trying to be famous. The donkey guy gets, a gig by himself, and they were very awkward and so on, right? But what my point is, I guess, is that this storyline is gonna go into, how I call it, right? The main plot, right? Somehow, yeah. Like, somehow the criminal guys or whatever is gonna be involved in the comedy sketch somehow. That's my guess, right? It feels like the anime is always kind of leading back into the main plot somehow with all the characters. But anyway, that's kind of the review. I would say one last thing I'm thinking about doing this review here, and that is that, like, how would I frame this thing? I think that's one thing the anime does interesting. So the last thing here is that it has a lot of real life references. They mention now, Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, of course, like Girl Kind of Fun and so on. So they're dropping a lot of like, but kind of from like the 80s, yeah. It's like a lot of like 80s references. They're dropping like a lot of music, right, from that stuff and so on. I don't know if it really matters, but they seem to have a lot of like, yeah, so kind of like, I don't know, retro, what do you call it, like retro 80 jokes kind of thing going on there. Because they kind of drop those every now and then. Yeah, like, Cyndi Lauper, yeah. I never heard anime before. So it feels like the author, they are fans of like, I don't know, 80s pop and rock or something, American 80s pop and rock or something, yeah, something like that. You're like, oh, okay, that's like a weird reference. No, I got all the references though. I mean, it's not like super obscure, but I was like, I never heard an anime where they drop out these like, yeah, rock bands from the 80s on American rock bands. So that's one thing. I felt was like, oh, okay, I guess. And I guess they have furry versions of all these famous characters then. And the anime, I guess, my last point here is that it seems to just be Japan, right? There's nothing else. Like in Beastars, the world is very different. I mean, it's clearly Japan, but they have, we're eating meat, and they have this thing, and like we have tiny doors and so on, right? Here it's just like, it's just Japan, but everyone's a furry, yeah. This doesn't seem to be, seems to be the exact same world, I guess, right? With everything else, right? Laws and everything. It's just like they are all furries. But anyways, that's the long review, guys. Subscribe, press the like button, like, share video and so on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with, of course, Ara Wednesday. Ara Wednesday is very waifu, right? I'm gonna do, of course, I'm gonna watch more of the anime. It seems to be the best anime. I don't know if it's the best anime season, but definitely the most intriguing anime this season so far, I think. And yeah, I really like the writing, very good dialogue. It's very like good banter, I'm a banter guy, I like, I like good banter, yeah, with these cats, right? So obviously I watch more. So my plan is probably that the next time, or probably let's say there's a plan. So next time I do again, right, 3 episodes, episode 4 to 6, and on Twitch and the full reaction, right, on YouTube I'm gonna edit it, right, make it shorter, right, so the video is like 3 hours long. So on YouTube you're gonna get the best parts, right, and on Twitch you're gonna get the full me banting about capoeira. So yeah, my half-hour rant about how I don't like capoeira. That's gonna be, yeah. Oh, like that is a crappy emotional or that. That's gonna be the YouTube. That's for like the random live reaction. I'm like, I don't like that emotion at all. So that's probably it. And we do the same thing next Tuesday because the rest of the week, right, is pretty packed. It's very packed, yeah, I feel. Especially Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's so many other animes, right, season animes that I'm still watching. Yeah, so many animes. No, but like Wednesday's like 3-4 anime, Tuesday, a lot of animes that I'm still into, and of course I also have some mangas I'm still reading, right? One Piece for life, never ending. This week I think it's a break though. But anyway, that's the video, you guys. Have a great day. Yeah, tomorrow is all the waifu animes. It's gonna be hilarious. So I think have a great day.